So you may have heard that Nuphy have added a couple more options to their best-selling Air V3 series. There's now a 65% option and a 100% option to go along with the Air 75. And if you're wondering which one of these you should buy, I'll save you some time. You should absolutely get the one that suits your preference for the type of keyboard layout you like. See you later. What's that? You wanted something a bit more in-depth? All right, fine. Okay then. I reckon Nuphy have been on a bit of a roll lately, and I say this in an entirely unbiased, unsponsored way, even if they did send me these new keyboards to test out ahead of launch, and even if I did get this very lovely Nuphy shirt in the post the other day. Well, in this video, I'm going to be talking you through the entire refreshed Air V3 series, looking at the new keyboards from unboxing to use cases, features, and of course a typing test with a variety of different switches. And I'll keep things honest too and flag up a few things you probably need to know about before you go getting your pre-order in. But before we get into any of the new stuff, a tiny bit of perspective here. The Air 75 started life back in 2020 as what was basically Nuphy's last throw of the dice as a brand, and it's safe to say it absolutely landed. A second version launched in 2023, and last year we got the Air 75 V3, which I, along with a lot of other keyboard fans, dubbed my favourite keyboard of the year. Well, the point is, the Air 75 became enough of a success that Nuphy have now built out the whole series, and the V3 range now covers three layouts: the compact Air 65, the familiar Air 75, and the full-fat Air 100. Same DNA, different use cases. Let's have a look at what's new. Let's start with what you get in the box. Well, the packaging has got a noticeably more eco-conscious feel compared to older Nuphy releases. Gone are the classic stickers, and there are no bonus switches in the box this time around either. I'd say that's a bit of a shame if you're a long-time Nuphy fan, but if this is your first Nuphy rodeo, you're not going to know what you're missing. Now, across all three keyboards, you get a keycap and switch puller, a USB-C to USB-A cable with an adapter, the 2.4G wireless dongle, and that sits flush in the frame when you're not using it, which I think is a pretty neat touch. There's also a teeny tiny screwdriver, some additional keycaps, and the knob module. Ah, yes, the knob. So you get both a high profile and a low profile knob included in the box now, which is an improvement on the Air 75 launch where this was a bit more confusing. You can install it by swapping out a keycap for the module using that tiny screwdriver. Once it's in, it will work as a volume control straight away, but if you hook the keyboard up to the proprietary Nuphy I/O software, you can program it to control all sorts of stuff. Just please, Nuphy, include a few spare screws next time, because this tiny one, I think, is an accident waiting to happen. Oh, and maybe some extra switches, because spoiler alert, some of those new ones are really lovely. Sound test is coming up in just a bit. Let's talk about how these things actually look and feel in the hand. Well, all three sizes share the same semi-aluminium build and the same overall design language. So if you've had your hands on the Air 75 V3, you'll know what to expect. I think this feels noticeably more premium than previous versions, and yeah, it is a touch heavier as a result, but honestly, it's not really something you're going to notice day to day. It's still going to go in a bag without any complaints, especially the 65% option, which is both light and very discreet. You get just the two color options across the range. There's Nova White and Nebula Dark. The grey from earlier Air versions has now gone. I think the Nova White in particular looks great with the classic Nuphy splashes of color on the keycaps, and if you want to go full minimal look, you can actually swap out the included black on white keycaps and just run it in this really clean layout like this. Pretty nice, eh? Plus, if you prefer something more jazzy, Nuphy sell a whole range of more colourful keycaps. Now, the original Air 75 V3 was purely released in ANSI layout, and then ISO came later in the year, but you'll see ANSI, ISO and JIS available here at launch on the other sizes, which I think is really good. The included keycaps are double shot PBT with the clear font we know and love from Nuphy, and there's a full row of function keys on most of these models, which means that if you're a Mac user, you're pretty much good to go as soon as this is out of the box. If you do want to switch to a Windows machine, you've got dedicated Mac and Windows switching right on the back, along with your choice of wired, Bluetooth or 2.4G wireless. The trademarked Air feet on the bottom have been improved too from previous versions. You now get 3 typing angles to choose from, which is a small but really welcome upgrade for those of us who are particular about that sort of thing. And yes, the 75% size will still sit safely on top of your MacBook keyboard if that's how you like to roll, but not with the smaller or larger sizes. Just one thing to flag up in terms of the design: you cannot easily open these keyboards up. The cover and the base use these snap fit clasps to hold everything together, and Nuphy told me that forcing them open will risk damaging the integrity of the case. So if you're that kind of keyboard nerd who likes to get in and tinker with modifications or perform your own repairs, just bear this in mind before you buy. Now, one of the big upgrades with the V3 across the whole range are the switches. Now, Nuphy have used their 3rd generation nano switches here, the same ones that appeared in the Kick 75 and the Node series last year. They are full POM construction. And I'm sorry, but whenever I see this image, I have to say pom 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 in my head. If you've ever used any of the low free flow series, you'll know exactly what full POM means. Absolutely buttery smooth, very satisfying to spend long stretches working with. Now, at launch, you've got a few different options to choose from. There's linear, tactile, and a silent set, so there's something for most preferences there. Plus, Nuphy have got tons of other options available on the site. The light bars have also had a bit of a redesign from previous versions, so rather than the fluid strobing from the V2, you now get these little separated squares, almost like pixels that animate to show your typing speed, battery status, and caps lock. Future software updates are also supposed to bring you some music visualization, which, yes, does kind of make me think of Windows Media Player circa 2003. Now I think about it. Battery life is also worth talking about. The 75% and 100% sizes both run a 4000 mAh battery, whereas the 65% size has a 2500 mAh battery. With the lights fully off, you're looking at over 1000 hours on the larger two. With the lights on, you should comfortably get 60 to 100 hours on the larger models and between 20 to 70 hours on the little one, and these claims held up pretty well in my testing. Bottom line is, if you like to keep your keyboard setup clean and wireless, you're not going to need to be charging these too often. Now let's talk about customization, and this is all done through Nuphy's own Nuphy IO software rather than anything open source like VIA or QMK. I know that is a sticking point for some people, but honestly I found it perfectly usable, and there's now a browser-based version for Mac users, which means no downloads are required. You can just plug in your keyboard, open the browser, and customize away however you like. We should also pause at the knob out of the box. It works as a volume adjuster, but you can program all sorts of other things, including mouse input, which is pretty cool. I personally prefer having the little low profile knob, which means you can still carry these around in the new folio case if you need to. And just as a personal preference, I'm not crazy about the way the location of the knob by the delete key sticks out from the middle of the bar in the Air 100 design. Just looks a little bit lost there, but user customization is key here. And if you don't like it, you can always just turn it into a standard key using the kit in the box. Okay, let's see how these sound. I've got a few different switches to show you here. Have a listen to these. Hopefully, as you'll have heard there, the sound profile across all three of these models is pretty similar, which makes sense given they share the same gasket mounted construction. What you might notice is that the larger boards have got a slightly fuller sound to them, which I think most people will generally prefer. If you're upgrading from the version 2 of the Air models, the difference is very significant. That one had quite a rattly, plasticky feel to it that these ones just do not have. It's much more controlled and dampened and far more premium feeling and sounding. Okay, so I'm guessing this is the bit you're actually here for. The honest answer is that Nuphy have done a pretty good job of making these genuinely different tools for different kinds of users rather than just resizing the same keyboard. I would say the Air 65 is the one for people who are always on the move. It's the most compact, it's the lightest, and if your workflow takes place in small spaces like cafes, co-working spaces, or maybe hotel rooms, you're going to love this. And the trade-off is obviously that you're going to be losing keys, so if you're not already used to a 65% layout, there is an adjustment period to be had here. I think this one's also probably great for gamers who typically don't need loads of extra keys. I reckon the Air 75 is still the sweet spot for a lot of people. You get the full function row, a bit more room to work with, and it still travels well. Now, if you're watching this and you're not sure, this is probably your answer, which is likely why it's been the best seller all along. And finally, there's the big boy, the Air 100. I think this is for people who are largely desk bound and just need that numpad. If your day involves lots of spreadsheets, data entry, or financial work, having dedicated number keys is a genuine quality of life improvement and will definitely speed up your work. Yeah, this isn't really portable, but it's also a great full-size, low-profile mechanical keyboard if that's what your setup and preferences are calling for. And coming from someone who tests keyboards out for a living, there really aren't that many full-size, low-profile options at this kind of quality out there right now. One thing I should mention is that all three of these are going up against some solid competition right now. The Low Free Flow 2 is in a similar price bracket and sounds absolutely fantastic. I actually found myself confusing the two at points, particularly when I've got the all-white layout going on. The downside with Low Free though is that they added a very polarizing, lopsided design that clearly hadn't been that well thought through at all, with a touch bar that was pretty unusable, very different to the knob on these new boards from Nuphy. There's also Nuphy's own competition in the shape of the Kick 75, Node 75 or Node 100 options, which all start under $100. They use the same kind of switches, they sound and feel almost identical, albeit they come without a knob, and they use slightly cheaper materials. Oh, and none of them offer ISO options either. See, in my view, if you want the full package, premium build, a full set of layout choices, the knob, the improved light bars and gasket mounts, the Air V3 range is a really strong option at the price that's going to dominate the low profile market for the time being. The refreshed Air V3 range is out now at the prices shown on screen. Now, these may change, of course, because these are special pre-order offers. Just be mindful of that if you're watching this a long time after this video has come out. You can check them out at the link below, along with a cheeky discount code if you want to add any of these to your keyboard collection. Now, meanwhile, if you wanted to catch up with my in-depth look at the budget Node 75, you're going to find that review just over there. See you next time.